All right, guys. Hey, thanks for joining me today. This weekend, I put on my big boy pants and went no-till drill shopping. I know, I hate buying stuff, but it was a necessary evil. The rental side, so Pine, Kanabec, Mille Lacs, Isani, Chisago County, Water, Quality, all have drills for rent. But the rental market for them drills has grown so huge, and even Olson's is a dealer for Land Pride right down the road here. That market has grown so huge that they're all a month out. They're all booked out through the end of May. A couple of them aren't, but I'm not doing 140 acres of barley and 350 acres of hay this fall with a 6 and 7 foot drill. I'm sorry. But so one, the availability started going away. Two, the cost. I mean, the cost I would spend on renting a drill for 500 acres would pay for a brand new, would just about make the annual payment on a brand new grain drill. And so I called a few salespeople, like, I want a new grain drill. And they're like, nope. Sunflower makes a good unit. I like their row unit, clean, simple design machine, heavy machine. Remlinger makes a beautiful, beautiful machine. I would have bought either one of them in a heartbeat. Great Plains, so two guys bought brand new Great Plains here last year. And I didn't even think about calling their dealer. I don't know why. I don't know, that would slip my mind, I guess. I didn't even, it's funny how you just don't even think about it. I went to the YouTube because I got a Kuhn Krause dealer just north of me. Kuhn Krause makes a beautiful, beautiful strip. I mean, the beast, their strip till machine is an absolute huge beast. Remlinger, back to Remlinger. Remlinger makes a fantastic row unit that's competitive to Yetter for that bolted onto your toolbar for building your own strip till units. Remlinger makes a fantastic row unit for that. But Kuhn Krause, I like my Kuhn rake. I got a really good Kuhn Krause dealer north of me, and so I went to YouTube to see what's up with their drill, and all the recommended videos were of a Kuhn Krause being used on tilled soil, and I thought, well, cripes, what? It's not even a no-tiller that's using the drill to give us real world advice, and why would I buy a no-till drill that has to be used on tilled soil? And so for them reasons, I'm out on the Kuhn Krause. I guess I wasn't influenced. So that took me to the used market, and I just went to Tractor House, and I went with what I know. I know 1980s or 1990s and older John Deere is what I know, and so that's what I got. I ended up with the good old-fashioned, the industry standard 750. If you ever needed to put barley into warm asphalt, the 750 was the guy to get it done. There's no other drill, even today. Let's be honest. There's a 3-point mounted drill doesn't carry enough weight to put on the row units that this sucker can. And they're expensive to maintain. Just look at Ted Collar's videos. They're built, everybody else is built like a Sherman tank. This thing is built like a Panzer or some other German tank. Go read your tank history, you'll know what I mean. This thing is built, this built. They're expensive, but dear God. And so I like this one because it was the only one with a dolly wheel. Here, we'll do a walk around. And hi, how you doing? So there was 3 in a 200-mile radius of me, and Saturday was such a miserable day to get anything done. It worked out rather convenient to do this project, but anyhow, there was 3 of them in a 200-mile radius. One, this was $6,000 cheaper than the next cheapest one, and it was the only one with a dolly, which means on a rainy, miserable, cold Saturday, I could bum over and get it and pull it myself, where the other ones had the 2-point hitch with no dolly. So they would have had to be delivered, because I'm not spending a day or two to weld up a quick hitch on the back of the truck setup, you know. But I really like this one. It's solid. Inside the boxes is super clean. Super clean inside the boxes, not even any exposed metal. Everything is there. The paint, I mean, look at that paint. A wax job would move this from a 6 to an 8. So that all looks really nice. Be careful stepping down. The thing I really liked about this is the row units are solid. So the pins up front here are nice and tight. This and this pivot point are in really good shape. Bearings I can replace. So closing wheel, press wheel, opener bearings, that I have no problem replacing bearings. The little arm in here for the depth control, they get a little bit of slop. If you catch them, you can tighten them up. Otherwise, like any other spline system, once they get too worn, there's no tightening. I remember putting a few of these together back in 90 or 91 when they first come out. And yeah, they're a heck of a machine. I wouldn't mind putting either brush or poly cup auger tube in here and take advantage of this nice auger setup. But yeah, for the most part, to get this thing field ready on the way home, I just ordered up from Shoop, and I got like a dozen closing wheel bearings and a dozen press wheel bearings and a few spare press wheels, a couple gauge wheel bearings, a couple opener bearings assemblies. I think I got 2 or 3 of these arms and 2 or 3 of these arms inside, just in case I run into some bad ones. But we'll just take a day, just go through each row unit quick, grease it up. The big expense on this drill is just going to be the seed boots. The seed boots are kind of worn down there. And they make repair kits. How the seed boot bolts to the row unit, we'll get into more of that. But there's repair kits. That's the other great thing about this drill is you can use OEM stuff and have a fantastic drill. Or you can go through the aftermarket world and really make it a heck of a drill. And so, but yeah, I'm excited. I hope it's it should be a good addition to the fleet. Super simple to calibrate a drill. We'll get into this on a different video when I go to the field to use it, but all I've ever done for drill calibrations is when they got a standard implement tire, it's 20 revolutions on the tire, and then every gram of seed is a pound to the acre, roughly, on 7.5-inch spacing. So, yeah, and like I said, I like the other all the other 3-point mounted drills. They're a single row of openers, and the gauge wheel, the press wheel, is your depth control, which I like because it maintains depth better. But since the 750 is so freaking heavy, that this gauge wheel running over corn stumps, it's a non-issue. It's a non-issue. I don't worry about it. I there's a reason that row unit has lasted 30 years in the market, and so yeah, I'm kind of excited. Parts should be here tonight. Not tonight, maybe tomorrow. Tonight's already over with. The sun is so maybe tomorrow or whatever day parts show up, I'll just go through it quick and I got some BMR sorghum Sudan for this field, this 3 acres and a 7 acre that never made money on row crops. So we'll test it out and see if the 4430 can at least pull it for them 10 acres. There's not a lot of rubber on that 4430. And then we'll get it over to West Rock, and as soon as I spray them fields down for barley, then we'll put the 8450 on the front. That'll make a good combo, and we'll turn Dad and Jeffrey loose and get it seeding barley. And so we got a lot of videos on this guy. So guys, thank you very much for watching today.